me up, hype me up, hype me up. Need someone to hype me up, hype me up, hype me up, hype me up, hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah.
We are technically 5 miles east of FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Howell, first play, going to throw it. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. You talk about this Giant defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need going. Howell throwing on third down here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Washington. O.J. Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Catch made by Slayton. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep from the 39-yard line. Here comes second down at 6. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Well, they'll hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have to pause here for an injury. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A yard, all they need, but it's third down.
Now Jones.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing Jones.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. Touchdown! Darius Slayton, 49 yards. And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Howell's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Gibson.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
You talk about this Giant defense.
They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
They'll run again here with Robinson.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Giants drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun, they run with Barkley, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Powell's throw here taken in by Gesicki.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now try to pick it up on 3rd.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, rolling the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Sly able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides. But a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Jones now throwing on first down. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now second and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Touchdown Giants! Darius Slayton with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in field goal range.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Isaiah Simmons, boy, he can move all over the field, and he gets a tackle for loss there.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Now Howell. That would cut downfield by Howell.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
They scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambled for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
Slings this deep from McLaurin.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now a second and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Again, it's Robinson.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Up the middle with Barkley.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football in the second half, that's just his second incompletion.
If he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
In motion right, that's Hyatt. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Offensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting...
And he is in! Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They begin the drive with Robinson.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On the toss, here's Robinson.
And down to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground.
But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On third down, Robinson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's one of the few things that has really gone right in this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Paris Campbell, 34 yards. And the Giants are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And that time he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Just another day in the office.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball.
Run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Robinson with another carry.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
78 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
On the counter, this is Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A 1st down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 45-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And this offense on third down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is third down and 12.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is Howard, the tight end.
And, oh, this is close. They needed 7 yards, and 7 is what they got. Cutting it close, but the referee signals it is a first down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now a throw here to his running back. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a third down and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And they're going to speed things up here.
That's another Washington Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Second down, Howell back to pass.
He's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Robinson is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
It's one thing to stand him up from that 1-yard line. Pushing him back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke.